Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can connect Google Sheets to MailerLite. So if you're collecting email addresses outside of MailerLite and you're putting them in Google Sheets, whenever you put one in Google Sheets, you can have it automated. So it goes straight over to your MailerLite account. And this is how. So you want to go to Zapier. And of course, you want to create a new Zap. And so we're going to start off with Google Sheets because that's where the information is coming from. So we want to choose an event. And so it's normally a new spreadsheet row because you normally put a new lead at the bottom. And so we want to continue. It will ask you to choose your Google Sheets account. So this is mine. And then it will ask you what sheet you want to use. So obviously, if you've got lots of different sheets, you want to choose the right one. So you can see I do have quite a few sheets there. So for me, I'm just going to choose the group members. Then you have to choose a value. So basically, when you open an Excel spreadsheet or a Google Sheet, it will have page 1, page 2, page 3. You're going to want sheet 1. So then, of course, you can hit continue. It will test your trigger, and it will find the information that it needs. So it will just say, yes, we found this information. Brilliant. So then we can go to the next page and we can set up the next action. Now, what we want it to do is, of course, we want it to go to MailerLite. So we will choose MailerLite. We will choose an event. We want it to create or update a subscriber. So we want to create a new subscriber. What we want them to do, we're going to hit continue. We're going to choose our account. So of course, we've got different MailerLite accounts. So I'm going to use this MailerLite account for now. I'm going to hit continue and it will choose you to set up an action. So what group do you want to add them to? So of course, you will choose the group that you want. It will pull through all of your groups. So you'll probably want to put them on a main list. Now here it will ask you to enter text or insert data. So it will pull through all the information on the column. So you can see in this one, I have people's names. Now, because of the way this one is done, A3 would normally be where the email would be, but you can see this particular person didn't answer the questions when they joined my Facebook group, which is fine. So I'm just going to select A3 for now because that's where that information would normally be. Resubscribe. If they have already unsubscribed from my email address, I do want to resubscribe them. They're giving me their information to do it again. So last name, again, you can go down and just choose that options. You want their first name and of course any other information that you want to put in there, but to be fair, when you're collecting email addresses, you only really need their first name, their last name and their email address. So then I'm going to hit continue. Now it's going to say test and review. Now I know that this is going to come up with an error because obviously there was no email address in that particular one. So I'm going to skip the test because I know that it will work in the future. And then I can publish my Zap. And then what would happen is it would put it through. So if I publish it and turn it on, what would happen is every time I added somebody to that Google Sheet, it would automatically go through. Now, if you do end up with a slight error, and you can see there it said transfer existing data, that means that it actually, if you click on that, it will pull through all of the leads that are on that Google Sheet for you. So do keep testing it. Sometimes you may find that, you know, you just want to test it and make sure that if you have got somebody that has then joined and given you their email address, maybe just go back through and double check and make sure that their email address is on there and it's working fine. But that's how you do it. It's a very, very simple Zap. And actually this one you can do on the free version of Zapier because it's basically a 2-part workflow. So I hope that helps. As always, if you have any questions at all, please do post them in the comments and please like and subscribe.